Martin Luther King Jr. Let's give him a round of applause. Big. I feel special to have my show on his birthday that we actually celebrated. It's a day on, not a day off. I actually just came from an amazing program at my church, Gethsemane Baptist Church, located 6019 Madison Street, West New York, New Jersey. Apostle Anthony Smith and co-pastor Reverend Sonia Smith. So it was just a blessing to see the young kids out there today. You know, when kids have off, they could be anywhere in the world, but they were in church learning about Dr. King. Dr. King tried to love somebody. Do you want to love somebody? That's my record. We will be playing that record when DJ Digger gets it up, because he didn't know that I said to play that record. But it is Mondays, and you know I'm happy, but I'm actually quite sad. I have gotten some disturbing news. Big, I cannot even believe I'm saying this. Rest in peace to Lisa Stokes, Sister Lisa Stokes of Gethsemane Baptist Church. She was not only a member, but she was a sister to a lot of us. I am deeply saddened tonight. I dedicate my show to you, Lisa. I just spoke to you December 30th, so this is very shocking, and I just pray that you are at peace. I pray for your family and friends, all those that knew her. Let's just lift her family up. Sister Lisa Stokes, let me have a moment of silence for you. I love you, baby girl. Rest easy. Who's styling who? Oh man, you just want to always be at an upbeat vibe, but you just don't know. So I'm grateful to be here. I want to tell my mother, I love you, Mommy, and I'm so proud of you today. She is Evangelist Geraldine Clark, and she put on the Martin Luther King program. She is a commissioner of the Martin Luther King Commission. So shout out to all the Martin Luther King commissioners all over the world. So tonight, again, we have a special guest. She has a book that she wrote, and it is dropping gems. For all my indie artists, I'll let you introduce yourself. But first, let me give some shout outs to all those that are tuned in. Hi, Mike Singleton. Hi, Deshaun Bandana. And Thomas Oliver, all on the Who Stylin' Who show. Thank you for tuning in. Hi.
Thanks for having me, Casey.
Thank you.
Always an honor and blessing. Love your energy.
No, thank you for coming. You always have the dope talent. I didn't know that you were an author, but now that I do, Mamante Mondays, someone has a gift, a gem, and you said you're giving this product for free?
I am. So, 10 years or more. Mm-hmm. I used to manage High Five. Everybody knows that. I love the way. Yeah, I'm not singing. If I could sing, I might have been doing that, right? So I have a record label. It's an independent artist record label. It's called E-Music Entertainment. And I've been on panels. This is how I know the Fleet DJs. Always down at the Fleet DJs speaking other panels. And I'm often surprised and actually saddened by the fact that the independent artists don't have the information they need to break the code, save time, save money. They don't have it. And so they are practicing their craft, their artistry, and it's really like a hobby because they're not getting paid. And they don't realize that it takes multiple steps. So I've been educating people, and then I said, you know what, I'm going to write this instruction manual. So I wrote it. It's up on my website. Let me say it again, emusicentertainment.net. You just put your email address in, and it's a free download. The book is about, 50, 60 pages. It has all hyperlinks in it. So anything I'm referencing, if it has a link, you just click on the hyperlink, and it takes you there. It goes from the beginning to the end, social media, making music, the legal aspect, and then what do you do when you need to get ready to drop your music? All the things that you need to do, the registrations, some tips, social media tips, production tips, it's all in there. And actually, I have just rewritten it. Actually, the next edition is about to come out maybe in about 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So, and it's a little bit more expanded, obviously. It's an ebook because the music keeps changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything changes. Shazam just merged with Apple a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now there is no more Shazam for artists. You got to go to the Apple profile to find it. So if you want to find that information, it's embedded there. So there's all that kind of stuff that's constantly evolving to help independent artists turn this from a hobby into a business. Because it is the business of music. And if you want a career and not a hobby, you got to get paid, right? So that's the goal. People want to get paid to do the thing they love. So I'm trying to help them get there.
Well, I want to thank you because knowledge is power, and this industry is so tricky. So to have somebody really want to help the indie artists and really get to give them the actual information they need, it's so funny. One of my Who's Styling Who correspondents, Contrast, take a seat. He's an indie artist, and this book will probably be good for an artist like him. He does modeling and
Hello, everybody.
art.
My name is Contrast.
Hi, welcome. Did you give? Does Digga have your record?
I'll send Digga my record right now.
You should send Digga your record. So Contrast is my young, my young person on the show. He brings me all the information and the trends, and when things are going on that I don't really have my hand out because he's on the front line. He's very social conscious. He does marches. I'll let him say a little bit of what he does. Introduce yourself to those that are tuned into the Who Styling Who show. Contrast on the mic. What's up, Contrast?
I'm Contry from Brooklyn. I'm an experimental artist. I do hip hop. I do a number of other things, but primarily based around hip hop music production. I do a lot of experimental activism, so I'm trying to convey an actual voice through my art, unlike people who just say they are. And yeah, my name is Contrast, and I love music.
Our guest for tonight, introduce yourself one more time. And
Debbie,
Oh,
perfect
really?
person.
Wow. I'd like to this text
How
Yeah.
dope is that?
as soon as possible.
She wrote a free book.
And it's
Oh,
free.
really?
Just go there. All you gotta do is
See,
go
that's
to
what I'm
my.
talking about. That's mutual aid right there. That's like a very important thing in the artist community. So I really appreciate that as an independent artist.
Well, I agree with her because I do believe that knowledge is power,
Yeah,
right?
without a doubt.
So if you empower yourself, it's good for you, and
Yeah.
in the end, it's good for me because I helped you to empower
Yep,
yourself,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
So I'm always paying it forward, right? I have a pretty good reputation out here because I always do what I say and
Right.
say what I do, right? And for me, it's about the long game. And if you're always honest, then you win in the long game, right?
It's true.
So,
It's true.
and I also surround myself with people that have integrity. Like I have a phenomenal producer. I'm sorry, gotta shout you out, Peter
No,
Monk.
no.
He's a phenomenal producer. I have an independent label. I have some
Oh, that's
amazing
beautiful.
artists.
That's beautiful.
MAR Light Up, Tanisha,
That's
shout yous
beautiful.
out too. And we've been moving for a couple of years. I used to manage High Five.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's where I started, and here's where I am today.
That's beautiful. That's like an awesome progression. I definitely have to network with you as soon as possible and get word on that text, word on the label, and what's everything that you're doing at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I'm out here networking and definitely putting the word out because I want people to benefit from the book. I went to the Fleet DJ conference. Love the Fleet
That's
DJs.
it.
Love me some Fleet DJs, right?
That's it.
And I was surprised at how much misinformation's out there and how much information people need,
Yes,
right?
that's very true. And I guess that's the reason why it's so important to have a goal, regardless of what it is you're doing, that is something that is greater than material or something that's internally motivated rather than externally motivated.
Ooh, right there.
So,
Love that.
yeah.
Love that. That's one of the great characters that makes an independent artist great, is when they're motivated. Because it takes a lot.
Yes. So where one of my associates that I'm working on my current album with, Nati Alicia, she was asking me for advice the other day about what to do to improve with her lyricism, with her hip hop. And really the main thing that I told her is that her dedication and integrity is what's going to take her to a progressive place in her artistic career.
This is the instruction manual. But I just actually
man.
actually rewrote it. So-
Give us give us two of your two gems from the
Yes,
book that you
drop
want to
two gems
share.
for contrast.
Okay, first of all, obviously, I think it's obvious, but I'm going to say it because it isn't obvious, right? People always talk about they want a vibe in the studio, right?
I mean, that's important. You have to have
Yeah, without a doubt.
But guess what? You still need a split sheet. And people are like, oh, I don't want to go with the split sheet because it fucks up the vibe. Okay, well, you can vibe and have a hobby, or you can bring a split sheet and make it a business.
Yeah.
Because when you act like it's a business, then people will respect you like it's a business.
That's true.
When you act like I'm chilling and we're having fun, then that's how you're going to get treated, like you're having fun.
Yeah.
And that's not a business.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that integrity word comes very clear through all of that I'm seeing.
Right? So that's one thing. I'll give you another easy one, quick, right off the top of my head. When you go for your artist name, you need to check on all the profiles that it's available.
Yeah.
Because if you are using different names on different profiles, that doesn't increase your value in the SEO because they can't find you. So you got to check it, and you got to make an adjustment to it, because if you have, DE on one, Deb Eagle on the other, Debbie Eagle on the other, guess what? You're not getting to the top of Google, and you need to, because guess what? We live in an age where everybody's here and they're looking for the brand, right? So it's not just about your artistry, it's about the brand, right? Now we have the things like, what do they call it? Echo and all these other things.
There's so many brands or different, like LinkedIn, this one, that I'm so confused on which site I'm supposed to be in. I feel like social media is taking over. After my hack, I was hacked, and I'm still trying to process this hack, because you get hacked, then you have to rebuild, and I'm in the real rebuilding stage where I'm so turned off by social media. The only reason I'm on it is because of my radio show on Mondays. And then you don't want people to kind of forget about you, but my Instagram is kind of tainted right now because people are scared to receive DMs from me. Look, like, he's one of the people who just followed me back. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like moving forward, if this is which it is a digital marketing, it's just a digital world, that's it. But we have to make more conscious efforts to put out good things in the digital market. I feel like we're constantly putting out false information. We're giving this persona to the up and coming youth that you have to live a certain way, and the only way you're going to get it is if you are on Instagram with all these followers. You are doing things that maybe you're not even really into, but you feel like that's the only way you have to fit in. And being that today is Martin Luther King's birthday, I would wonder, this is a question that I would ask, if I ask everybody if you could. Well, today's my question to Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, if you could, would you even accept what is going on with your I Am a Dream speech? Now, you had a dream. Do you think that these people are really fulfilling your dream? So, Dr. King, call me up, 347-721-3161. No, I'm totally joking, but I don't know. I don't know if our ancestors are happy.
And we all know he wouldn't. He would look at us and be like, you guys are all clowns. And I think Boondocks called it again with that one, with having it so that he kind of came back. He was like, look at all of you guys. It's turned into a circus, and that's the issue because of TV nowadays. They have African Americans on TV, but they tell you to play up your blackness. We don't have genuinity, and because of the social media culture, everyone's looking at personas, thinking about personas they have to be, when it's about being you, branding yourself and being yourself and bringing that out, and looking for collectives that are just as genuine as you.
But I don't know. I want to say something that I don't know. I think you're saying it in a different way, but I think this is the reality. Like, the reason that I believe Cardi B is so ginormous.
I can't wait to hear this answer.
Because she was so honest, so fucking real. Who do you know?
But can I say
goes
one?
to the dentist, gets their fucking teeth redone.
A lot of people.
And does it on social media.
She waited to
No, there's, you know what's so crazy?
Come up and then she
This is my thing that I have about the whole Cardi B thing. I feel because my daughter put me onto Cardi B, who is a now. My daughter told me she's going to be bigger than life. And I'm like, okay, let me hear her album. So I went, researched first album, Lick or whatever the one was. I was listening to Cardi B. The old Cardi B and the new Cardi B, two different Cardi Bs. And this is what she's trying to explain to you guys. Like, when you come into the studio, at one point, the records that you think are a vibe and you think are super dope, yeah, they may start you out. They may, but you have to grow as an artist. And why Cardi B is successful is because she listened to people who said, yes, you are Cardi B, go here. Let's do Love and Hip Hop. Boom. Be bigger than life on Love and Hip Hop. When you watched Cardi B, you fell in love because, yes, she was being real, but she was the only one on TV being real at that moment. That was her opportunity. There was tons of people who are real, but they get labeled. Oh, she's crazy. She's too combative. She's this. She's that. So it's a hit or miss. Cardi B definitely changed the game.
She definitely did.
I will give her all the credit, all the respect. You work hard. You deserve everything that you got.
But who else changed the game? And you're not gonna like this because I don't even like him, but I gotta call it out.
Who else changed the game?
Fucking Donald Trump.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's a whole.
Right?
That's a.
And I'm not a fan.
Whoa, like
but
that's a whole. That's 2 hours and.
Yeah,
I don't want to
trying
give.
go there,
I
but
don't
I'm
even
saying.
want to give him 2 hours. But what I will respect Donald Trump for is his business aspect and bringing. He's so crazy that he will bring awareness to things that people are not even talking about. One, like, we all are immigrants.
Yes.
You get what I mean? We're all immigrants. Now, we're picking and choosing what immigrants we don't want to keep in the United States, and that's where that's. But again, let's go back to slavery. Y'all need to pay attention because we could go back into the old days of segregation. This is why on Martin Luther King's birthday, it's not a day off, it's a day on. We need to teach these kids what our history, because they're getting one lines like Martin Luther King was born on this day, died on this day, and he did some things, and you just have a day off. But it's not like I have a dream. Kids, get into that speech. Google.
Search up the Willie
But
Yeah.
they understand the assassination of
The assassination was big.
orchestrated.
Oh, don't get. Oh, my show's about to get cut off.
So much. Yes,
It's staticky. Oh no! Why is the line? You see, Lord? Oh Jesus! I don't know what happened to
But
the
I
line.
just want to go back to what you were saying.
Yes.
Whether or not we like his politics, whether or not Cardi B is your favorite artist, she's got this huge following because they connected with. It doesn't matter. You can try to pose to be somebody else because you think that's what's gonna win.
All right.
Everything that Sir Contrast is